Hey, go ahead. Okay, so raise your hand if you like cake. So pretty much everyone likes cake, and I could have guessed that because cake is just a part of our lives. There are so many events that involve us eating cake, including birthdays, which I think is the most common event that involves a cake. So there's always a demand of cake because somebody's always having a birthday. So what if you could make a beautiful cake from just using a coloring book page like this? Well, you can, and it's called a frozen buttercream frosting transfer. And it's a really simple, easy process that doesn't require any prior experience. I myself have made cakes using this process several times, and they always turn out really well because the people at the party seem to enjoy them, and I think that's the true test of a cake, that everybody enjoys it. So first you're going to have to gather your supplies and get a picture and set up your work area, and then you can get started making your frozen buttercream transfer. For your supplies, you're going to need all the basic things like icing and a cake, but the specific supplies for this project, you're going to need your icing, wax paper, tape, and a cutting board, preferably clear, so that you can see through to the other side, and you'll see why later. So first you're going to choose a picture, preferably one with as little detail as possible, because the smaller details are harder to do with an icing tip. And then you're going to want to keep a color version on hand if it's a colorful picture, so that you know where your colors are going as you're creating it. So you have your supplies and you've chosen your picture, so you're ready to create your buttercream transfer. Now this process is used by professional caterers, like Don Griffin is where I got this process from. So to start, you're going to have to get set up. So first you're going to first you're going to trace the picture onto the wax paper, and then you're going to tape the wax paper onto the cutting board. So then once you've got it taped onto your cutting board, you're going to outline it in black or chocolate icing. You're going to outline everything in black or chocolate, like I've already done here, and you can see that I've traced the picture. So after you have all your details outlined, you're going to cover the whole thing. Well, first you're going to fill in the other details, like for instance the whale would have white around the eyes and the water would be white, and then you can cover it completely with whatever the background color, which for the whale I'm using blue, and you can see that I have started to do that. The blue is all that I can see on this side, but you can see the eyes on this side because your work is going to be done in layers, so you're going to have to plan your project out ahead of time. You start with the smaller details and end with the larger ones. So after you get it all filled in, you're going to cover it completely with whatever color you're icing your cake with, which in this case I have used the white icing. So I would cover this completely with the white icing, and then I would smooth it out with the knife. And the reason I like the clear cutting board is so you can see through to the other side and make sure you don't have any air bubbles caught in the icing. So you smooth that out and you put it in the freezer, and you freeze it for at least 90 minutes, but no more than 48 hours, or you risk freezer burn. So then you're going to ice your cake or cupcakes, which I have used because you can just set them up to the shape of your picture. So then after at least 90 minutes, you can take it out of the freezer and remove the wax paper from the cutting board and flip it over onto your cake. It's pretty sturdy because it freezes really well. And you can just press it onto the top of the cake. And after that, you can embellish it with whatever you want to around it. But then you have just a beautifully frosted cake from just your simple coloring book page. And so your hard work turns into a beautiful cake. So you can use it for many occasions, and you get beautiful results, a work of art that can be admired as well as eaten. And there you have it, your frozen buttercream transfer.